Practical online chart once again. So today we will see how to draw the frequency plot and how to draw a sine wave plot, and another thing, that is a linear equation of a particular expression. We will see that how to draw this, and the programs are not that big, but the thing is that you have to understand the logic of the program, so how it is to be drawn and analyzing the graph or the plot. All right, so let us see those programs. Now let us start to see the practicals and my practical implementation on the frequency chart and the sine chart and the line chart of an algebraic expression. Now let us see once that how this is to be done. First of all, we are coming back. So coming back to the program, which is actually shows us the frequency, how to draw this frequency. Okay, so now you can see I have used a function out here, def fn plot, and then passed an argument as list one. All right, so the thing is that list one is carrying the value and other comments of the chart that has been given as usual: plt.title, plt.xlevel, and plt.ylevel, and plt.show. Plt.show will finally show the graph, and plt.plot will plot the points on the graph or on the grid. All right, now the thing is that, so title has been taken, x level value and y level frequency, and title is marks line chart, and these are the values. You can see out here there are 53 values, 65 2 values, 75 2 values, 82 values, and 90 is having 4 values. Now let us see the frequency once, frequency table, how it looks like. um, so the whenever we will do the frequency chart, we have to analyze the values and all, then we will see the next. Okay, now you see out here there is 50 is having 3 values, so covering from here, then it is going to the 65 2 values, then it is going to the 75, then 2 values, and then 80 there are 3 values, I think. Okay, 6 7 8, okay, like that. All right, and then 90 is having 4 values. All right, so this is actually the figure that has been plotted by the plt.plot, and then plt.show had been displayed this. So this is a frequency chart, frequency marks line chart, which have developed the frequency. So no another other command has to be given, only the plt plot, and to the plt plot we have to pass the arguments, and then plt.show will show us the graph. So that's all about here in the line chart. Whenever frequency, you can take some other value, and you can change it also. Say I'm taking here a value 20 comma 20 comma 30 comma 30 comma 30, all this, and let us see the change in the value, a change in the this thing, what you call, in the frequency chart. All right, you see now it has come over here from here 20, then 30, and then it has come to 50, then it has come to 60, as well 65, I mean 65, then 75, then 80, then 90. Okay, so that different values will give you the different shape of chart and all. Okay, and this is the way to draw the line chart by using frequency. All right, that is the thing, frequency of data. So our second program is as usual, we are going over here right now. Okay, the thing is that how to draw these things, let us see once. Okay, so this is a sine wave chart. All right, before going to the sine wave chart, I want to give you the definition, what is a sine wave or sinusoid. Okay, sinusoid is a mathematical, it is actually a mathematical curve that describes a smooth periodic oscillation. Okay, a sine wave is a continuous wave. It is named after the function sine. It is given in the trigonometry, not going to the depth of the mathematics, only you have to know how to draw it, how to make a program on it, a sine of which it is the graph. Okay, it occurs often in pure and applied mathematics, physics, engineering, drawing, okay, signal processing, and many other fields. This is called a sine wave or a sinusoid. All right, now the thing is that how to draw this sine wave chart. Okay, now the same command has been used, np.arrange. A range has been created by using from -2 to 1 and between 0 to 0.01, because the values of sine angles are varies between -2 to 1. Okay, that is why the range has been taken in that way. All right, now let us come to the program. Okay, let's see now, run. I'm executing the program now, I'm executing the module. Okay, once the graph will come, then you will understand. So it will start from -1 and then 0, and then graph has been taken in this way. So that is the way to do the sine wave graphs and all. Okay, and the comments are specified comments are there, that is the sign, and then within bracket x values which has been taken from the n range. All right, that is the thing. So in this way that we have drawn the sine wave chart. All right, that is the thing. And you have to import the matplotlib.pyplot as plt, and for arrange function we have called this here numpy. All right, that is the actually the process to draw the sign chart. So plt.plot is already there, and plt.show is also already. So as we are saying that simple, that is the plot, and plt.show is also there. Plt.plot and plt.show, these two functions are actually responsible for drawing any kind of graph in chart creation and all, and as well x-axis, y-axis is also there, x level, y level is also there. All right. So you have seen how to draw the sine wave chart using line chart. So you have to keep the range within this one only, and then you have to draw it. All right. That is the thing. So we are going to another new program, another program of line chart. So you are now quite accustomed to do all these charts and all, and you have seen the messages and all. Kindly do the practical implementation of this one. And the thing is that what we do is actually here, that is the for the algebraic expression. This is a linear equation. We used to draw in graph. Suppose the value of x is 1, then the value of y will be 10 into 1 plus 14. How much it will be? It will be 24. Okay, in that way. So for the whatever be the satisfied value, okay, whatever be the satisfied value, on the basis of that graph will be a score. So what is the expression? Y equals to 10 into x plus 14. So now next what will happen when x is having the value 1, then y equals to how much? Then y equals to 10 into 1 plus 14. Then y value will be equals to 24. All right. When x will be equals to 2, then y value will be how much? Y equals to 10 into 2 plus 14. How much it will be? 20 plus 14 is 34. In that way, it will proceed. These are the possible solution when x, my points will be plotted 1, 24, 2, 34 in that way. Okay, this is our mathematical calculation. Now let us see that expression, what output does it give? Definitely it will be a straight line, since it is a linear expression in one variable. So it has been plotted out here. You can see out here. First only it has come over here. Okay, what will be the things? Let us come over here once. Just a minute. Yes, that is the thing. np.arrays, that is 12 to 20. Within that only the lines will be taken. So np.arrays is 12 comma 20. So what is happening out here? You see, 12 comma 20 means step 1. So first value is 12. 12 into 10 is how much? 12 into 10 is 120. 120 plus 14, 134. So approximately it will come over here, that is the 134 out here. Then next value will be 13. 13 into 10, how much it will be? 130 plus 4, 134. So 134 will be coming over here, almost like 13 comma 134, almost here like this. So in this way you can calculate and value, and the lines you will get in this way. Suppose say if I'm taking out here 1 comma 20, not 1 comma 20, I will take 1 comma 10. Okay, you see how the values are coming. Okay, run module I'm doing out here. Now getting the things out here. Now let us see the line chart. You will be able to understand. Now it has come over here. All right. So the different values, you will get the different charts for the same expression. There are the different satisfying values are there. So that is why it is happening. So it will also satisfy these particular points also, because you see out here one thing out here, that is it has started from 130. Now the range has come down to 20. Okay, that is the thing. So the values as much as possible, that you see 10 into 1 how much? 14. That is 10 plus 14 is 24. So almost like 1 comma 24 will be plotted out here, and so on the values will be plotted. Okay, that is the purpose of that is the way to draw a line graph for a particular expression, algebraic expression. Okay, so you implement these things in practical and try to understand this logic, and here the all four methods has been given. Okay, and that is the thing. Plt.plot also have been used out here. Okay, and the thing is that plt dot show is also there as usual. Title x level, y level is also been plotted out here. That is the thing. All right, and if you give out here plt dot greet, that is also can be done. Plt dot greet within bracket truth, that is that is the way also that that also can be given out here. So in order to draw the program properly. All right, so now let us see. Yes, now what I was talking about is that is the to make the grid available. So I had given the added the command also plt.grid, which has to be made true. Then only we'll get this one. You see out here the grids were not available when we were drawing the graph. So for that command, for that we what command we have we have to introduce out here. We have to introduce plt.grid is true. Now it is showing out here. But previously this one was not there. So if I'm making it inexecutable, in that case how it is coming, you see. All right. So I'm doing the 100% practical things I'm showing to you. Kindly make a note of it and please do the practical implementation. That will give you some confidence in order to now see. Now see no grids are available out here. But in our previous program, the grids were there. Grids are there when we have actually drawn with this one. Okay. So what is happening? This actually will give you the confidence. Implement it practically as many number of times as possible. Okay, at least half an hour you do the practical if you have installed Python XY in your system. All right, that is very important for you. Okay, now I am removing once again this one. You see the comment plt.grid true. Okay, grid true. Any graph you can keep the grid true. Then what will happen? It will show you the grid. Otherwise, there will be nothing in the graph background. All right. So this is the grid lines has been shown out here. Horizontal grid and vertical grids have been shown, and as then it will be easy to understand from where that has been passing. All right. Understood. That is the purpose of a grid to be introduced in the line chart. All right. Okay. Then thank you very much and watch it thoroughly and do the practical implementation. All right.